I'm here with Beatrice Motamedi, 2015 John S. Knight Fellow at Stanford and the Executive Director of Global Student Square. We're here at the ECIS conference in Copenhagen, Denmark. How do you feel the presentation went today?
I think it went great. I do a lot of presentations around the U.S., but it's new for me to do one in Europe. I've been here teaching for the last 3 months, and I've found that there's a lot that I have to learn as an American. There are a lot of issues we know about as Americans, and we really think we understand them, but it isn't until you get to Europe that you really do understand what is going on in the world, and especially with respect to global migration, which is the big theme we've been covering this year.
And you've been teaching at the American School of Paris. You've been teaching student journalists. How's that been going?
I have, and I have to thank ASP for their total support of the project that we've been doing, and including coming here to ECIS. I've been teaching the student journalists of Aspire News, who are great. They've been doing a wonderful job. They've gotten 2 nods from school newspapers online for the stories that they've been doing on the refugee encampments and people who are seeking asylum here in Paris. I've also been working with the 10th grade. ASP asked me to start a beginning journalism program there, and so I've had 80 students, 80 10th graders. Any teacher knows that that's a pretty big slice of work, but it's been wonderful, and the students, I couldn't be happier or just more thrilled at the level of engagement and work that they've been putting into the project.
And you're going back to the U.S. soon. Do you think student journalists at ASP will be able to continue to flourish and expand their program?
I do. They're doing everything that U.S. student journalists do in terms of like having production and working outside of school, and it's embedded during the school day. We're doing an independent study now in journalism, so I think they understand that they have real power as people who are on the front row of a piece of history that's being made today. And I expect, just in the same way that I'm in contact with my other students around the world, we'll Skype, we'll use our Zoom video conferencing software, we used Google Docs, there's a lot that we do online, and I expect that they'll be WhatsApping and texting and Facebook messengering me for many months to come.
And how do you feel while you've been teaching, how do you feel about the continued expansion of Global Student Square, and particularly the election night coverage?
Yeah, I think it's great. We're still in early days. We're about a year and a half into our organization, and we're working like crazy to try and lift this plane off the ground. I think that on election night, it was a time when I was able to see, thanks to the work that you did, Kellen, in the United States, staying up for 25 hours straight and starting video conferences at 7 o'clock in the morning California time and running them through the world for the next 25 hours. I think we really saw what the power of student journalism can be, especially when students are connected and they're on the same platform. So I think we really educated ourselves about the election, but we also educated others, and that's what I really like to see.
Great, and how can people who are interested, high schools or journalists or journalism programs, get involved?
Well, my email's pretty short and sweet. It's beatrice@globalstudentsquare.org. Definitely just drop me a line and tell me that you want to join up. Individual students have joined up, but entire schools have as well. And so we just hope to grow and hope to keep doing the same kind of quality journalism that we've been doing so far.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.